Hello, welcome to Kids Coding Playground channel. So today we'll be introducing a brand new game called Bubble Tea Maker. In this game, the player will get a chance to run their own bubble tea shop, creating and serving a variety of delicious drinks to a customer. And player will learn about different ingredients and recipe and art of making bubble tea. So get ready to become a bubble tea master. Okay? Alright, so I guess you guys have seen the demo that we did last week. So today we're going to start doing the coding for it. Okay, without further ado, let's go and start making our game. Okay, so you can go to this game here. This is like a template game where we doesn't have any code and you can just remix this game. Okay, I will have all the links in the below in the description of the video. So for now, let's get on to the project. So for me, since I'm on my own account, I will not be able to remix it. What I will do is I'm gonna say save as a new copy. Alright, so I am going to change it to maybe called teaching 2. Okay, so we have to start with creating some variable first. So some of the variable we need for this game. So make sure this one is for all sprite. So we're gonna say change color. Okay, and then next one we are going to use create is a customer counter. So the first variable change color is for us to, when we make different drinks for the different customer, we can change the costume of color without drawing more costume. Okay, these are the two variables we need for now. And also let me go through some of the sprites for you guys. So we have the costume here. You have the standing, the cat. This is like turn 1, turn 2, like the cat turn. And this one is like give 1. So where we move the hand of the cat so that they can give the bubble tea to the customer later. Okay, and we have the second costume. We have the first customer, second customer, third, fourth, fifth. So basically I just took the sprite from the from the library and copy and paste it here. The third one is this is like the tapioca scoop. So here I actually draw this one. So we have the wooden handle here. If you break this apart and group, you can see there's this is a lighter color brown. I put it on top of here. And then this is just the connected, and then you have little black pearl here, and these are the just line that I drew, and then using the reshape tool to reshape it into like the the little scoop. Okay, all right, so you guys understand this part. So next part, this is the tapioca pearl. So this is just a little black ball round circle I drew. Next is the cup. So we have the costume of the cup. So the first cup is without any bubble, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth costume. And then you have the teapot. So the teapot is from the online, downloaded to the PNG file, removed the background. And we have the teacup. So the teacup is when we start filling the tea, we can fill up the cups, and then we can change costume each time and make it go up to different costume, right? And then at the very end here, we can start filling up the syrup. And then at the very end, we have the cover on top. And this is the tea. So this is a tea sprite. So basically a 10, and then the same color as the tea. And then we have the syrup. Syrup is the picture here. I just added this little orange to the syrup. And then we have the syrup as well. This is also a little like a line 10 with the color of the syrup. Then I have the straw. So the straw, I drew the straw as kind of a little bit sharp with the straw. You can see the rounded the reshaped it to the arrow. And then you can see that I made it go down a little bit. So from top to down, and then look like we can poke the hole through the bubble tea, right? So that's for that. And then we have the table. Table, just a table. Also I got it from online. Just remove the background, and then I just draw another like a square box with a gray color kind of thing in the back. So for it look like it's in the sand, something like that, for the cat to stand on. And then this is the icon. So basically I just took the cup tea, put it here, and then we're gonna use that for the icon, and then the rain. So the rain part is like this. So we just, let me show you real quick. So you have the color. Let's say I made this blue. You can see, I go back, you can see that line starts here, and then in the second one, costume, you go back, you can see that it's in the next line. So basically we do one line. So let's say I copy this line here, and then I paste it here. You can see that, okay, the first line is like this, the second line kind of a little bit overlaps the first line, and continue, basically keep going down until we get to the very end. So let me delete this one. So at the very end, you know, we can actually see, so here you have the if I go to the back layer, you see three little dots, and then the last one, you see the three little longer dots. So basically we drop down and we create a splash for the rain. So we probably have a video later on to do like how to do the rain effect, so you guys can learn from that. All right, okay, so I hope you guys understand all the sprite for this game. And then in the background, the backdrop is just like the different, let me just duplicate, I don't want to mess up the one. So here I just have like some bamboo I got from online. So here you can just paste the bamboo like this, just kind of designed it. The one on top, I just rotated on top, you know, just rotate this like this, and then just drag it and place it in here. Okay, so that's how I did it. I made a little stand for the backdrop, and that's everything we have. Okay, all right, let's start coding. Okay, so let's go to the cat first. So here we will do when green flag is clicked. So this is going to be a couple of series for this game, so it's a little bit more complicated. So we'll probably do a couple of series for this. And then we'll say set the change color to 0. So first, I don't have to change any color. So we're gonna go with the you know, the orange color with the flavor. And then next one we'll change it in color. Next, we'll have something called we'll switch to the stand. So we'll switch to the first costume where he's standing. Then next we'll put in some text. Let's make some bubble tea. Okay, and you can do 2 seconds or 3 seconds. I think original game I have 3 seconds, so that you can see. And then next, I just say, hey, click to fill ingredients. Okay, so this will click, and then you have to fill the ingredients, and then you will be able to make the bubble tea. Next, we broadcast a message called Customer Walks In. Okay, so this one is where the customer walks in. So we'll go back to the next, we'll go to the Customer Sprite. So in the Customer Sprite, we just broadcast customer walk in. So we're gonna make this customer walk inside. So before we do that, let's make a my block. So make a new block called move customer. So we use this my block so that we could use it later again. So when we use this in the next, after the first sprite, you know, got the drinks, the next customer come in, we can recreate this, you know, call this block again to do the same thing. All right, so next we say go to back layer. So basically we want the customer to be behind the table and everything, right? So we say go to back layer. Then we say set the customer at this location. We'll say -200. So -200 is somewhere like right here in the back here. Okay. Then we say show. So we're gonna hide the customer in the beginning, so that's why I need show. So let me create that first. Let's do this. So switch. So we're gonna move it to the first costume first. So when green flag is clicked, we'll do this, and we'll say hi. So we'll probably do this one first. So sorry about that. I got this one here first. And after that, we have something called, we're gonna glide the customer. Say glide, 2 seconds, and we'll go to -50 and 25. So it'll come like somewhere right here. Okay. Then next, we're gonna broadcast a message called start. So this will actually start our game. Okay. Then you remember we broadcast a message earlier, say customer walks in. So we're gonna have to do that. So when customers walks in, we're gonna call this method. So now if I actually run this game, you can see that the cat is talking, say let's make some bubble tea. Let's click in to fill the ingredients, and then you see the customer walks in. So you can see that, right? All right, so that's what we have so far. Okay, so next we'll go to the tapioca scoop. So here we have the tapioca scoop. Here we'll say when green flag is clicked, we're gonna hide this one. So we're gonna hide this sprite in the beginning. And then we broadcast earlier, we broadcast start, right? So we're gonna say when I receive start, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna hide again so that later I can use this to reuse for the next customer. So, and then next I'll say wait 1 second, and then I will say put down point in direction 90, so that you know when the scoop comes up, you know how we have the scoop, you know later down we're going to turn the scoop. So in the beginning we'll do 90, so that way the scoop is kind of horizontal, and then later we'll rotate it to the top to drop the bubble. Okay, all right, so that's why we need that. Then we'll say we're gonna go to 180 and 40 wide, so somewhere in the right side around here. Next we're gonna say show. Okay, and we're gonna glide in, so we're gonna say glide 1 second to 0 and 40. So basically this little scoop will kind of glide in from here, go glide into here. Okay, then we have something called, we can use this block called wait until. So basically you're gonna wait whatever condition is here until that is satisfied, then it will move on to the next block. So we're gonna say wait until mouse down. So basically when the user click on the mouse and hold it a little bit, and then this thing will run. Then what we're going to do is we're gonna move back a little bit, glide 1 second, and we'll move it back to 65, and we'll keep it at around 40. So that's where the Y is. So we'll go, when you click on it, it will move back a little bit, then we're gonna rotate it to the top. Then I'm gonna say rotate, repeat 10 times, and then here what we're going to do is we're gonna rotate to the left, and we'll say rotate 5 degrees. Okay, then after that I'm gonna broadcast a new event. So this is more of an animation kind of thing and some interaction, but you have to keep all your events straight, if not you're gonna have a lot of trouble. So we're gonna say drop Tapioca. So be sure you give a good name for all your events. Okay, so now let's run it again. So we don't actually have to run the whole code again. We can just click this when the green flag is start. Then we'll click this and just test our code. You can see that the mouse down is waiting for mouse down. It's not doing anything. So when I click on it, you see it move back and it kind of rotate to the top. All right, so that's what we have so far. Okay, next we'll move to the tapioca. So for the tapioca, we're gonna start with when green flag is clicked. Okay, for this one, we're gonna have to create a new variable. So make sure you select for this sprite only. Okay, that's very important. I make a lowercase so that I know it's for this sprite only. So this is where we use the counter. So we can count how many of this little tapioca we're gonna drop. So, and then we can use that counter to do something later. So we're gonna say set the counter to 0. We can hide this right now. And then we are going to hide this Tapioca Pro. So earlier we have something called drop Tapioca, right, from the scoop. When we receive drop Tapioca, we're gonna set the counter back to 0 as well. And then we'll start the game. So to 0. So we always need this because later on when we call the game to redo everything, we're not gonna call this anymore, right? So that's why we need to reset it here. So reset. Then we are going to say repeat 10 times. Next, I will say create a clone of myself. And then I'm gonna do a little wait so that you can kind of see each little tapioca drop down. and we're gonna increase the counter. So change the counter by 1. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add an if condition here. So in this if condition, what we want to do is we're going to start when the counter gets to 3, we're going to start broadcasting a message to change the cup and start filling up the tapioca. Okay, so we're going to say counter is equal to 3. Then we broadcast a new message called fill tapioca. Okay, and then we're going to broadcast a new message called start tea. Okay, and next, since we create a clone myself, so I will need something say when I start as a clone, right? So when I start as a clone, I'm gonna go to 0, 0. So where the tapioca is, 0, 0. Next, I'm gonna say show. Next, I'm gonna say repeat until. And then I'm gonna say touching cup. Okay, so here make sure we're touching this cup and not the teacup. So the teacup, let's just hide the teacup for now, and the cup, let's open it up. Okay, all right. So we're gonna say change y by -5. So this will make the tapioca fall down. And then when it touch the cup, we're gonna start a sound pop. And then we are going to delete the clone. So whenever you use the clone, you have to delete the clone. Okay. All right. So now let's just try it out in a bit. So we still have to fill the cups, right? So let's finish the cup and then we'll try it out. So in the cup, so let's go to the cup. And then we're gonna stop the video later and then we'll continue next time. So in the cup, say when green flag is clicked, we are going to hide the cup, so not show the cup in the beginning. And then we're gonna create a new block, my block, so cup setup. So this will set up the cup. Every time, you know, the game start, we'll have to call this, and also when the new customer come, we'll have to call it. So for the cup setup, we're gonna say go to front layer, since the cup is in front of the table, and we are going to switch to costume number 1, which is the cup without any bubble, this one. Okay, and then we are going to put it at this location, and then we're gonna add the word show. Okay, and then when I receive start, so you remember we have an event called start in the beginning when the customer walks in, and then we have start. Then we call this cup setup. Okay, now that we had something called fill tapioca here, right? Fill tapioca. We haven't do start tea, so that's for next time. So fill tapioca. So when the little tapioca drop to the 3rd tapioca, you can start broadcast called fill tapioca. So here, what we're going to do is when I receive fill tapioca here, I'm gonna switch to costume number 1. Next, I'm gonna say show, and then I will say repeat 5 times, and then next costume, and then we'll do a wait 0.2 seconds. So I repeat 5 times because I have 6 costumes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So I start in here and repeat 5 times. Okay, all right. So let's try this out again. Let's run this again real quick. So say make some bubble tea. Let's click to fill the ingredients. So first the customer walks in, then you see the cup comes here, then you see the scoop here. We'll click on this. So you can hear that it dropped the cup, dropped the bubble, and then it start filling the cups. So this is where we are so far. So next time, next episode, we'll work on adding the tea and everything. Okay, so if you guys do like the video, please give us a thumbs up and give a comment below if you like bubble tea or not. Also, really appreciate if you could go to my project and give a favorite or likes on the project. All right? Okay, thank you guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.